guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kari with Crochet Me Knots. Welcome. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to check the description box under this video for any notes or any corrections I might need to make. Also, there's a link to my Instagram and to my eBay store. So one thing I would love to see is if you follow any of my tutorials and you've made something from one of my tutorials, I would love you to tag me on Instagram and show me your work. That would be awesome. All right, so as you can see today, this is the first tutorial of the year. So happy new year. I hope everyone had a good holiday, and here's hoping for a better 2021. So we're going to start off with something really cute. It's an ear saver, and we're doing a sunflower. And I thought of the sunflower because it symbolizes happiness and loyalty, and just the sunflower always follows the sun, and that's always kind of a good symbolism for, just be happy and just always look at the light and the lighter side of things. So that's why we're doing the sunflower. This ear saver is crocheted in 2 pieces. So we're going to do the band, which is the leaves, and then the flower. So all we need is, of course, you need the 3 colors. In this case, I used a gold color for the petals, and then I used a brown for the center. And then, of course, green for the leaves. You can use yellow. A lot of people like to use black for the center. That's completely up to you. But that's what we need. And I am using a medium weight worsted weight yarn. And, of course, we need 2 little buttons. I'm using these little wooden buttons. These are 20 millimeter. We need 2 needles. We need a tapestry needle to hide in, and to sew in our little flower at the end. So we need a yarn needle, and then we do need a hand needle for the buttons with a large eye for the yarn. And in this case, we're going to use a 5 millimeter hook and a pair of scissors. All right, guys, so let's get everything we need and let's get started. All right, so to start, I always like to recommend you leave a long tail at the beginning and at the end, so you can sew in your buttons with the same working yarn. It's just a little more secure that way. But if you prefer to use needle and thread, that is up to you. So if you want to go ahead and use your yarn, just leave a long tail. I'm not going to do that in this case because I don't need to sew in the buttons. This is just for the video. So we're going to start with our slip knot. And then we are going to chain 28. I don't want to count out loud and get you guys lose your place and then have to start over. So now there we go. We have our chain of 28. All right, so what we need to do is we are going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook and into the next one. Okay, on the next 2 chains, we are going to crochet half double crochets in the next 2. So yarn over and insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. In the next 2 chains, we're going to double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Same thing on the next one. And we're just creating the shape of the leaf. Okay, on the next chain, we are going to crochet a treble crochet. So we yarn over twice, insert your hook into the chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. And that is your treble, and we only make 1 treble crochet. And now we're going to start to go downhill, so we're going to repeat this. So now we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 2 chains. And 2 half doubles in the next 2 chains. And then we finish off with 2 single crochets in the next 2 chains. And that is the first half of the first leaf. Okay, so now to divide the leaves, we're just going to do 1 more single crochet. And then we're going to repeat everything we just did here. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first 2. And then 2 half doubles. And then 2 double crochets. And then your treble. And then work your way back down. 2 double crochets. Two half doubles. And 2 singles. And there we go. That is the first part of our leaves. Alright, so we are going to chain 1. And we're going to flip this upside down. And we are going to try and, so we're basically just going to mirror everything we did on this side, but on the top. So on our single crochet, and I'm going to try and see if you can see here really good. We're going to try and put these stitches at the base of our, so here we have our single crochet. So at the base of that, we're going to do a single crochet. And that is not the right strand. I was picking up that tail, which is what you should be using for your button at the end. Okay, so here we have our first single. So we're going to put a single crochet. There's the other one. And then we have our 2 half doubles. So just try to put your stitch at the base of each of the stitches. There we go. Now we have our double crochets. So 2 double crochets. And then our treble. So basically we're repeating everything we did in the previous side. So just go ahead and continue. In the middle here, after you finish your leaf, remember there's a single crochet separating both of those leaves. So continue all the way down and I'll see you at the end. Alright guys, I'm almost done here. Just finishing up my last part of the leaf, and we end up with our 2 single crochets. There we go. And now to finish off, after you finish your single crochet, we are just going to slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet on the other side. And now you can fasten off. Remember, if you're sewing your button with your yarn, just leave a tail. And there is the leaves. So there you go. And see, you would have your 2 tails there, so you can sew in your buttons at the end. So there's the leaves. Okay. All right, so now we're going to start our sunflower. So we're going to go ahead and get our colors. We're going to start with the center, and I understand that dark colors are kind of hard to see on camera, so I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to start with a magic circle. If you're not familiar with this, it's not very hard, but it takes some practice. But if you can't, or if you just never been able to get it, you can go ahead and chain 4 and then join, make a circle, join it by slip stitching to your first chain and create a little circle that way. But basically this is how you make the magic circle. So just grab your yarn. So I just kind of hold on to it, wrap it around my 2 fingers, kind of crossing like an X. Then I hold it down with my pinky. Slide your hook under that first strand and then pull the strand from the back. Twist your hook so you don't lose it, and then just grab that same chain and chain 1. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and chain 1 again, and we are going to crochet 12 double crochets into the center. That chain 2 does not count as a double, so that chain 2 at the beginning doesn't count. So go ahead and keep going, so until we have 12 double crochets. Okay guys, so now I have my 12 double crochet, so I'm just going to go ahead and close that ring and pull it tight, and then just go ahead and skip over that chain 2 and just slip stitch right on top of that second. So here's, before we do that, you can go ahead and cut the brown or the black, whatever you're using. So hold on, and we are going to change the color. So go ahead and grab your yellow or the gold. So we're going to take our yellow here, and so what we're going to do is just hold on to that brown, and then we're going to slip stitch. So we're going to insert our hook, but we're going to take that yellow and complete that slip stitch that way, and then chain 1, and then these 2 we will secure at the end, so don't worry about those strands. Those we can hide and secure when we're done. Okay, so we have 1 chain, so we need 6 more. We need a total of 7. So go ahead and chain 6 more until we have 7. And here I am going to, actually this center one, we used your magic circle, you can cut that off. We don't need it. And these 2, I like to just kind of make a small knot, not too tight. Don't pull it too tight, but just kind of secure that, and then we can hide them at the end. All right, so now we're going to make the petals. So we have chain 7. And what we're going to do is going to be pretty similar to what we did with the leaves. So now we're going to go ahead and single crochet into that second chain. Then in the next one, we're going to do a half double. The next one, we're going to do a double crochet. And another double crochet into the next one. And then half a double, half double, and finish off with a single. And then we're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the following stitch. and then we chain 7 again. And this is going to be your repeat for all of the petals. So single crochet into the second chain, half double into the next one, double crochet in the next 2, half double crochet, and finish the single. And again, slip stitch into the next stitch. So go ahead and continue that all the way around, and I'll see you back here at the end. Alright guys, here we go. I'm about to finish the last of my petals. And now we're just going to go ahead and slip stitch right into that. Right under here. Into that first stitch right under that petal. Just slip stitch there. And you can go ahead and cut. I would leave a long tail because you're going to use this to attach it to the leaves. I'm not going to do that again. But there you go. There we have. Now you can straighten out the petals. So you should have 12 petals for your sunflower. And these guys you can go ahead and hide. Just weave these in and then use your long tail to attach it right to the center there. So there you go. And now you could also attach your buttons here. Now if you wanted to make the sunflower a little smaller, instead of double crochets, you could always do single crochets, and maybe just do the 6 instead of doing the 2 double crochets in the center. You can do 6. I think this is a pretty good size, honestly, but you know, if you are making it for a little girl, then you would have to maybe make it a little smaller. So that is it, you guys. I think it's really cute, and you can make this if you want to make a daisy. You would just need to change the color, so maybe make the gold in the center and just make the petals white. I'll be coming out with a rose one, so we could do a rose in the center. So I'll be posting that sometime in the next couple days. But here is your sunflower ear saver. And I hope you guys liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Check my description box, and remember, follow me on Instagram at Crochet Me Knots, and also check out my eBay store for many other things, crochet things for sale. And I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Lots of health. First and foremost, health, love, and prosperity for everyone. So please take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.